You know he's too old if he has a cane with him. That is too old for you. You know he's too old if he needs dentures. You know he's too old if he's 50 something. You know he's too old if he has glasses and they're like this on him. That's way too old. You know he's too old if he has grandchildren and great-grandchildren. That's too old. You know he's too old if he can tell you what happened from World War II probably. Or World War One. That's too old. You know he's too old if he can't read tiny little writing. You know he's too old if he can be your grandfather. You know you know he's too old if he looks at you and calls you his daughter's name. That is the most epic fail that could happen. You know he's too old when he can't say iPod and he says iPocket. What the fuck is an iPocket? I never heard of one of them. You know he's too old if he says undergarments instead of like boxers or panties or thongs or something like that. You know he's too old if he doesn't remember very well. He forgets everything he does. You know he's too old when they say he's too old to drive anymore. You know he's too old when he's walking slower than like a little infant. You know he's too old if his arm jiggles. You know he's too old if he doesn't understand text language like WTF or STFU or BRB or LOL. That's too old. You know he's too old if he doesn't know how to use a computer. You know he's too old if he doesn't know how to use a cell phone. You know he's too old if he doesn't know any young people songs. You know he's too old if he watches like black and white movies. You know he's too old if he tells you about his ex-wife. Like, shit, are you really be telling me about like one of your ex-wives that you stayed with and died with? You know he's too old if he puts his dentures on the table and they're like soaking in this like shit that I don't even know what it's called. Like some chlorine. I don't know. Called something like that. Like, I don't know what it's called. Like, I really don't. But whatever it is, you know he's too old if he's doing that. You know he's too old if he has to wear like a back, like if he has to wear like little like diapers, a little baby wear, but like they're for grown people. He's too old if you can't make it to the bathroom. You know he's too old if you say, let's have sex upstairs, and he says, he said, I can't do both, which one? Like, you should be able to do both. You should be able to make it up the steps to have sex. You know he's too old if he looks at the camera on your laptop and says, what the fuck is that? I should be like, I should just whack you upside the damn head with the cane. Like, really? Like, why would you date someone that old? Like, you have nothing better to do besides date old people? I see. But oh well. Who cares? Date whoever the fuck you want. If you're alive, have a Merry Christmas. Or whatever holiday it is at the time you watch this. I really don't know. I could care kind of less. Oh, subscribe and follow me on Twitter at WTFbabbyy. This video may not have been funny, but I got really bored, so I just made it. Subscribe and follow me.